Hi there, I'm Alexandre Mantovani, also known as Cavalito, and I'm a poker pro, streamer, and 888 poker ambassador. I have been playing poker for 12 years, and I have been a full-time poker professional for the last 6.5 years. I mostly play no-limit hold'em MTTs. Bounty tournaments can be a lot of fun, but don't make the mistake of playing them like any other tournament. Here are 5 tips to make the most of bounty events. Bounties change the pot odds of all-in hands. In a bounty tournament, when you buy in, half of the money goes to the regular prize pool and half of the money goes to the bounty prize pool. That bounty half only comes into play when someone shoves. So imagine that whenever someone is all in, that's virtually adding chips to the pot and increasing the pot odds. It makes it more attractive for anyone who covers them to call. This should change both how wide you call and when and where you shove all in. Don't tighten up when you're short in a bounty event. When you're a shorter stack, people are gonna come after you to get your bounty, and that makes most people play a much tighter strategy overall. People are going to be coming after us with weaker hands trying to get lucky. The best way to play against weaker ranges is widening our value range. So, if in a certain situation the weakest hand you normally go all in with is ace-jack, consider adding ace-10 and maybe even ace-9 to your range. If the worst pair you'd shove with in a given situation is 7s, consider adding 6s, and so on. Playing a bounty event as a big stack. When we are the big stack in a bounty event and cover everyone at the table, we should be playing a more aggressive strategy. We should always try to put our opponents all in, both pre and post flop. People usually adjust by playing tighter against covering stacks, and that's not the right adjustment. So we'll manage to accumulate way more chips by people folding too much. We will also be in a position to hunt the bounties more often without risking being covered by the other players. Playing a bounty event as a short stack. When we are the short stack, we're gonna get a lot more action in general, so we should be choosing hands with good playability. And we shouldn't be afraid to get our stacks in the middle with slightly weaker hands than we are used to. I bet all of you have gotten called by crazy random hands when you were short in a bounty event, so don't be afraid of getting it all in, lighter than normal. Also, the upside of doubling up, covering more players, and going for their bounties is huge. Pay jumps are less important in bounty tournaments. Since only half the buy-in goes to the regular prize pool and half of it goes to the bounties, often the first payouts of bounty tournaments are very low compared to the buy-in. That means you shouldn't be focusing only on making the money and getting through pay jumps, but also knocking people out. That's a huge part of making money in these tournaments. Remember that when you win a bounty tournament, you also get your own bounty, so make sure you have a good one. Don't forget to subscribe to the 888 Poker YouTube channel so you don't miss any strategy tips.